Hello everybody, this is Kurt with the Naked Crit Experience, and I'm back playing some Diablo 3 some more. I was going to do another Warframe video today, but I really didn't get a chance between that video and today to really find out more about the new thing, so I don't really want to kind of go into that and just not figure out what to do and waste like 40 minutes of your guys' time. But as you can see, that's my close to finalized build of my monk finally. I'm still not sure if I want to use this setup for my main and offhand, but I finally got the Ramaladni's gifts and I could get a socket into Azarath. The reason why I'm using an Azarath, I think I explained before, is because I get that massive bonus to cold skills. So I have 39% cold damage, so I'm doing 1 million cold damage. I have Dashing Strike from my two things at 30%. My cooldown reduction is 57.57. That could go down a little bit in terms of other things. But as you can see, critical chance, 51. Critical to hit damage, 444. In my personal opinion, crit chance to crit damage ratio should be 1 to 10. So if this could be perfectly optimal in my eyes, if I could get a 50 to 500, so 50 chance to 500% damage, that'd probably be for the absolute best. So maybe in my opinion, I might, take this restraint here and reroll cooldown to crit damage. I don't know. I'm not really sure yet because that chance there is also really good for your movement because it will help with the cooldown of Dashing Strike. So, but for the most part, this is the majority of the build for me. I could still use a different amulet if I could get a perfect Hellfire. I would switch it out, but I got an Ancient Sun Wukong not too long ago. I do need a better Ingam. This Ingam is still terrible. It had strength on it from Nick when he got it for me. And yeah, that's for the most part. Like everything else is pretty close to what I want out of it, except for Ancients. So I just want to show you guys now that this build, by comparison to when I was showing it to you not too long ago, is much more powerful now. That 918,000 damage is no joke anymore. The amount of damage that I can get with Dashing Strike, I think, like I was saying in my last video, I think I could get close to 1 billion damage now, which is ridiculously good for Dashing Strike, seeing as how fast I can spam it once I kill an Elite Pack. So 1 billion every Dashing Strike, and as you can see, you can hit Dashing Strike pretty freaking quick. So it's probably close to maybe about 2 billion a second, which is on par with the damage that I can make with my Demon Hunter. Because my Demon Hunter can make an average of about 2 million damage per hit. 2 billion, excuse me, not million. Okay, so there we go. Let's see if I can show you guys some of that damage. The only problem is, like I said, is it's not a constant damage, though, so you might not see 1 billion. It's perfect circumstances. There was 1.16 billion, 944 million. So there you go. That's the amount of damage you can expect out of this when you have everything socketed, a lot of really good parts, a few ancient parts, and really good offhand and main hand. And that's the reason why I was asking, is because I did notice, I didn't notice if anybody else really noticed or if they were going to make fun of me for that. But when I was first showing you guys this build, you did see that I had my Ingam in my main hand and my Azarath, which obviously did a lot more damage in my secondary. And the reason for that is because I really wasn't sure if the gem, I was asking this in the last episode, if that gem actually does account for the damage and weapon percent. So if you know how your Dashing Strike, it says 12,500% weapon damage. I'm not sure if your main hand, if that gem in your main hand counts for it as well. If it does not, then I was being silly and left my Ingam in my main hand when I didn't need to. If it does, well, that's the reason why. Because that was my reasoning, is I thought that maybe the gem did do damage, more damage than not. So I left my Ingam in my main hand because it technically was doing more with that 130% critical damage. So I don't know if that does factor in or calculate, so that's the reason why I left it in there, if you guys are curious. If it didn't, oh well. Doesn't matter. I may look silly, but I was still able to clear pretty good. Now everything's fully maxed out, though. So, for now, though, I'm just doing what I normally do, which is level up through the ranks. Anytime I see a sword, I get excited. I'm just leveling up through the ranks again to collect some blood shards for my Crusader. Because if I'm being quite honest, I freaking hate rolling for weapons in this game. 75 blood shards to roll for a one or two hander is infuriating to me. It's even worse if you want to get a freaking amulet that's not a Hellfire amulet, because rolling for an amulet and it costs 100 blood shards, even at your highest you can only roll 9 times, even at max blood shards. So to me that's the most infuriating thing. So I'm not going to do that either. If I want an amulet, I'm going to just wait till I get it. If I'm waiting for a weapon, for the most part, I'm going to wait till I get it too, because I don't want to roll 75 blood shards and just get disappointed getting, the 15 items or whatever and not getting what I want. But, so I just want to show you guys, I am going to try to keep going. So it'll go from 1, 11, 21, hopefully 31, and then hopefully 41 if I keep getting good floors. And then I will try to do 41. That'll be the highest I've ever done. Like I said, I cleared 40 the other day pretty simply. I think I died once or twice on it, though, just because of careless mistakes. Because the amount of damage that I do now is way higher than I need for some of these. So I know that I can easily clear up to 47, 48 probably with the terms of damage I'm doing. Because when I beat the 40 Grey Rift, I got up to 45, I think it was, with the amount of time I had left. But instead I just did a gem thing because that day I didn't want to continue. So doing a 41, hopefully, will be good for me. By the way, the reason why I'm not using my Nemesis bracers is I don't want to forget them when I get up to 40s. Because I will need them. They do save my life. The damage mitigation is actually very helpful in that high levels for me. So I don't want to forget them, because with my luck I would. Come on, loading screen. The one thing that does suck is pylons do factor in your loading screen times, so if for some reason, say it takes you a good couple seconds to go through a door in this game, if your loading is a little bit long, just be forewarned that you're probably going to waste your conduit if you're going through doors. For me, I usually get lucky. Sometimes, though, I don't. And it takes longer to load than normal. Yes, I have triumphed. Yay. I got a war axe, guys. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm not picking up yellows, it's because I have well over 10,000 veiled crystals, but I do need the blues, so... Also, I don't know why I use that book all the time. It's just a habit, I guess, so... I don't know why I just keep using that for one, I don't know. I think my mic muted for that, but I sneezed a couple times, sorry. I know people don't like it when you hear the microphone going blah, 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 blah. So, that's my fault there. I just didn't want you guys to hear a massive sneeze by comparison. You know what? Screw it. This makes it go faster in the lower levels, so. They surround me? Because there's two guys there. Okay, let's try to help them out. Surround me! Sweet, sweet. There we go. There's our first elite pack kill. Oh yeah, I have a lot of points I probably haven't spent on him right now. I always look silly whenever I'm playing this and those kind of doors show up, because I'm just standing there like trying to fly through them. Oh, conduit and low levels, how I love you. Power pylons are just unfair in this low level too, though. There's no need for me to do 3 billion damage to something that barely has 100 million health. Boop, 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 doo. Oh, I got channeling. I should have. Oh well. The boss is gonna die in like 2 hits anyway. Hey, jerk. Goodbye, jerk. What the? Oh, that was bad. I thought I was gonna get screwed out there. He glitched down in a part of the map I couldn't reach him. That was weird. Huh. Alrighty. We're getting there. I will leave my nemesis on. Oh, okay, I didn't have more spend. By the way, if you're curious, I did do maximum speed just because I like to see that one maxed out for this character. That's why I didn't do dexterity yet. I'm planning to continue playing, and so it should only go higher and higher. But I'll leave on my nemesis bracers for 31. Why not? I should be able to handle 31 just fine, just not a 41. Oh, the other thing too, real quick. If you're curious, so as you can see, what I was saying, this is a near perfect build for over 40. To get it to the 50s, I'm going to need a perfect endgame. I'm going to need more ancient stuff. You know, just a lot more of that kind of stuff and higher level. But if you're curious, the amount of time it took me to get this particular character up to where he is now, just remember that this character, as you can see, 101 hours, 39 minutes. The reason why it took me that long to get there is because this is the very first one I played for the normal season. So he's been used literally the longest to get everything that you've seen in my boxes, all that other stuff, all the gems. So it always takes the longest with your first character. You can't really gauge that. So I would say to get everything that I have here, say like if you started a brand new character after already having your initial starter done, so he could kind of carry you through stuff and get your blood shards. The amount of time it took me to get all this kind of stuff, not including that kind of work, would probably be close to 40 or 50 hours. So 2 days of work, if you did it straight, say, would get you about the stuff that I have now if you didn't need things like gold or gems. Let's just say it that way. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that because I was showing you with all my other characters the amount of time it's taking me to get parts, and as you can see, it takes a lot less effort and time. Like my, not including the durability that my Demon Hunter's missing to make him strong. Oops, I was not hitting A in time, and I'm not using Breath of Heaven still. I keep forgetting to do that because I'm silly. Not including the durability that he's going to need still to make him strong enough. I could probably, if say like I had a shield pylon literally every floor. Hey, shield pylon, do that. If I had a shield pylon every floor and was able to fly through the floors doing as much damage as I could, he could probably do over 40 as well in terms of damage, but he just can't survive. So like the highest I've gotten him is like 35. So just think of it that way. If you take my Demon Hunter as a good example for the amount of time it takes to gear out to over a level 40 or a greater 40 character, it takes the amount of time it took him. So let's just real quick. It would take you about 31 hours. 32 hours to get to a point where you could do greater of 35 or higher. 40 probably. So I'd say 40 hours. Just to round up and anything, give you a good example. About 40 hours to level up your character the way that I did and get enough parts to make him viable for a Greater Rift 40 or higher. That's the amount of time I take. It takes some people less because they get very lucky with their blood shards. I don't know about you guys, but I've watched people like on streams and stuff play this game, and they're just kind of sitting there and they're just like, and then they'll roll like 130 blood shards just because they're bored or something, and they'll friggin' get an ancient furnace, and they're just like, oh, cool, and you're like, you're wasting 75 blood shards, and on your first row you got an ancient furnace, and you're just like, eh. And they're like mildly excited about it because they played it so often and so much on camera, that nothing really phases them anymore. But it's like, dude, you got something that most people don't never see in this freaking game. Like, I've gotten one furnace this entire game, and it was for this, and it was ancient too, I know. But it has freaking dexterity on it, and a monk does not use a furnace in the new meta anymore. There's probably a build you could probably use a furnace for a monk, but for the most part, no. So that's a worthless ancient furnace that has damage rerolled on it just because I had no reason to reroll strength on it and not get damage anymore out of it. So I was like, you know what? Screw it. But then there's other ones where they'll show you anything like that. They're like, oh, it took me a while, and you look and they have like 5 hours played and they have half of their armor is ancient already, and you're like, it took me 40 hours to get all the normal stuff ready and going and getting me to 40, and you're already doing 50 and complaining about it. So just as a thought, me bitching aside too, I like doing that occasionally for fun. Just remember that sometimes... Oh, 40. Damn, I didn't do this one fast enough. That's okay. I'll do the 40 and then see if I can go up to 41 or 2 maybe. But yeah, like I was saying, just remember that, watching me on camera, there's a lot I do off camera as well, because otherwise there'd be a lot of mundane work that you guys wouldn't want to watch. It still takes me a freaking horrendously long time. Yeah, that's not very good. I could save it for a holy skill build, though. The 20% holy skill damage is pretty nice, so... Oh yeah, I have way too much stuff, by the way. I do need to get rid of stuff. But yeah, I have the Herald of Righteousness that I could use instead of a Nazareth. Tried a holy build too, so I might do that at one point. So I will save that briefly. But yeah, so I'm just saying I understand your guys' pain, because to you guys watching me right now and not seeing all the work I put in between, it may look like that to you too. It's like, oh well, I get lucky. Not really. I don't really get lucky at all. It takes me a lot of time, and I've only found like one of certain items and stuff. It kind of sucks. Ooh, jeez. I was not quick on the draw there with any of my healing capability. So as you can see, with a 40, when I have all of my defensive stuff up, I can survive it, but I will die pretty quick. Jeez, dude. So I will have to be a little bit protective of myself and play a little bit defensively here. I've gotten really some of the worst enemies I could get, which... Lacuni Stalkers or Prowlers, whatever they're called. Lacunis, the hoppy bitches. Anytime that you're playing this and you get in the higher rifts, you'll come to find that most characters, any hoppy-like characters, enemies that come and get you, are some of the worst. Because as you can see, the Huntresses, that's what they're called, they can jump before you see them on the screen. So things like Winged Assassins and stuff like that too that I'm getting now, absolute worst. And those stupid freaking guys with the bows that you see, they are the absolute worst. They do so much freaking damage, there's nothing I can do about it. Might as well grab the shield pylon now. What is that? Oh! I got a cow level? What? I'm a little confused now on what that means. Because in the normal rifts... Okay, so I've gotten it once before in a normal rift where... Oh my Jesus. That's not going to be good. In a normal rift, I've gotten it before where it is a cow level that I got, and they say that's not a cow level, go away. And you literally fight just the bovines, and all they have on them are bovine bardishas. And you have to clear hundreds of normal bovines. And they do a lot of damage and stuff like that. And when you clear them, you fight the bovine boss. So I wonder if this rift will be the bovine boss. Oh man, I keep running out of my stacks too soon. So as you can see, with the guys that don't do a lot of jumping and stuff, they're okay. But for the most part, my Bane right now is a Thunderstorm, reflects damage, electrified kind of build. If I don't have my in-yum procced, because I have to attack way slower. This will help though. I'm kind of just hoping, really, and praying here for an elite pack before my thing runs out. But I might not get it, and I might want to just use it on the guys behind me. They're there. Oh, there's two of them, and I'm not going to get enough time to do it. Ah, crap. Oh, jeez. No, 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 no. Keep attacking. Keep attacking. That was really scary close. Okay. Whew. Nearly pooped a little. I'm pretty sure I went down below 10% health. So clear some trash mobs here. As you can see with my time, I'm worried because I keep dying, but with my time, it'll probably give me a 45 or so. So I might just say I'll just do a 40 and match my best again. Just because especially that I got a bovine level. I got a cow level too, which is also pretty rare. So, you know, I got it on camera. Who cares? Let's just leave it at that, right? I got a lot of weird stuff happening. Bosses going out of the map to avoid dying from me. And here I'm sitting here talking about how I don't really get much often, and I know how you guys feel. And now I get a cow level and some weird glitches on camera. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm serious, guys. It totally does not work this way for me either normally. So these guys are also terrible too because those stupid friggin' things that they spawn are severely poisonous and they do way too much damage. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so why was this called a cow level with no cows in it? I might end the episode without closing the rift and then Google this stuff when I'm off camera. Because I really don't know what it means. This is one of the best bosses to get at a Great Rift 40, though. He's so freaking weak and he doesn't attack fast enough to do enough damage to kill you. The other thing is his teleport attack. If you're not decked out in defenses, like with Inner Sanctuary and stuff, he can nearly kill you with it. But for the most part, his little derpy swings do nothing. That one, as you can tell, that's the one that actually does the most damage, but in between damage. And as you can tell, doing about 1 billion damage a tick means that I could clear 40 right quick. He's nearly dead already. Took maybe a minute or so, I would think. And done. I got some set pieces, which I guess is okay. That's a lot of stuff. So let's see. Ring of the Zodiac is chest piece. I can't see that one, so I'll have to check in just a second. Hopefully it is focus or restraint with everything I need on it, so I can just reroll dexterity to strength for my Crusader. That'd be freaking great. Okay, yeah, so not going to do 45. Not today. Sorry. I'll just try to upgrade Abandon the Trapped. Why not? Oh, good. Failed at 70%. Oh, failed twice at 70%. Sweet. Failed 3 times in a row at 70% chance. That's just, oh, lovely. So that not a cow level thing's weird. So let's see what this is. By the way, if you have a ring and you're not sure what it is, if you just pick it up, it shows you exactly what the picture is. So that's a compass rose. So I didn't get anything I needed out of it. That's okay though. But like I said, I'm not gonna close the rift here. Not now. I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here though, because I want to see what this means. So I can't really leave or go and spend blood shards so you guys can see that. So sorry, but thanks guys for watching. And before this episode goes up, I'll probably say in the description what happened. So thanks everybody for watching this entertaining episode with really weird crap happening the whole time. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! Okay, I really don't like doing this sometimes, but that was silly of me to not really know. That's an event. It's a buff because of the 3rd anniversary. I did not know that, so I just wanted to add this at the end of the video, just so you guys will know, because I didn't realize that this was happening, to be honest. So that's kind of crazy. I'm gonna have to play a lot of this today. So what that basically means is that there's a the bovine boss I was telling you that where that happens actually in a normal rift where you occasionally get him. The Herald of something or other. She can appear. Oh, what? I forgot about that. She can appear somewhere in Rift anywhere, where she'll just randomly appear for the next couple days. And if you get her, it's like a treasure level that you can go to, just exactly like Diablo 2. Diablo 2's been such a long time ago, I can't remember anything. I do remember that there was a cow level in Diablo 2 though. Same idea. So the anniversary of this new thing is the exact same way. So anytime you're walking around doing bounties or a normal rift or something, they have a chance for her to, not a rift I don't think actually, but anywhere randomly. So I gotta go wander and maybe do some other stuff. She can appear. And if she appears, you can get that room or that floor to clear and get a bunch of stuff. Oh, another, wow. That might actually be pretty cool to try out. I'm going to try that later.
Maybe you can find a use for
Another one of those.
someday.
Another final witness. Oh, look. The Defender of Westmarch. I've gotten every single shield except for the one I want.
That will look nice on you.
Someday, perhaps.
See what I mean by final witness? They hand it out like candy now. I wish it was like season 1 where all you would get is a freaking denial. Nowadays you can't get anything but. You can get anything but. Blah. Reduces damage from elites. I could probably use that for now, maybe. I don't know. This is a really cool shield as well. Oh, and I get an ancient hallowed bulwark. Sweet. Anyway, sorry for the distractions. Like I was saying, though, so this community event's happening. It's happening right now. I did not know about that, so I apologize for completely missing that. People are probably screaming at me for that stupidity there. But yeah, so I just wanted to read up on it real quick, so I did, and I decided just to add an addendum to this video. Basically, just go and do some bounties or stuff. Go around. If she spawns, it would be just like a normal, you know, kind of treasure goblin kind of portal where you kill her, she opens that portal, you go into the not a cow level, totally not a cow level, and you get a good amount of farming capabilities and stuff, probably a lot of legendaries, gold, and gems. So anyway, thanks again, guys. I'll see you in the next one.